so I'm at work. I'm at work in Richmond at the clinic, and she was supposed to be due. They said the end of March or April. Well, she didn't have that little critter until May the 9th. I remember it was the first week of May, and my mother calls me at the clinic. And says, "It's a boy," and I'm yelling, and everybody knows what. And one of the doctors said, "Who had the kid?" No, Betty's horse had a baby.
It's a boy.
And my mother says, "You can't believe the coloring." Well, he turned out to be, like a dark sorrel or a chestnut, with one white foot. And the most beautiful. Oh, and that was in 1980. I remember Rocky was born in 1980. Well, that summer I just spent, the whole summer was playing with this little colt, and then Eddie had a mare who had a colt about the same day as Rocky, and it didn't compare to Rocky.
Oh.
It didn't. And everybody was talking about Rocky.
Oh.
Everybody, when he got older, the neighbors on the McCune Road, I'm trying to think of the name, Ginocchio, the family, they had cattle and what?
Oh, yeah.
The Ginocchios. They wanted to buy the colt. Francis wanted to buy the colt, and I would have, I was ready to go with Francis, but then my dad said, "Don't you remember Louis Cargo said, if she hasn't," and I said, "Louis, what are you going to do with a colt?" I didn't think he knew anything about horses, which he really didn't, but the horse taught him, But anyway, when he was 5 months old, I sold him to my future brother-in-law. Turned out to be so Rocky was right down the street from me, and just turned out beautiful. The first time Louis put a saddle on him and he came riding up over the overpass, he had loafers on, came right in the yard. My dad says, "You won't believe who's coming in the yard." I said, "What?" And of course, I had the mare there and he says, "Louis riding Rocky." And my dad says, "How did you get over here?" He says, "Well, I rode the horse."
Unbelievable.
I mean, the horse was just amazing.
He was such a sound-minded horse.
So then when my dad says, "Well, we got to watch, the traffic coming around the corner there," and he's got to go over the overpass again. So we're there in the truck, watching for traffic and what. And then Louis loses his shoe in the middle of the whole highway, and he gets off and he gets his shoe, and the horse is saying, "Okay." He got back, and it was like the first or second time he rode the horse.
When Jesus was, when he was, when Jesus was, he washed my sins away. Oh, happy day.
And my mother was really good in writing. I mean, it was.
She was smart.
Yeah.
She was smart.
Right. My brother Joe always said she could have been like, what, Madame Curie or something. I don't know about that, but no, my mother was, and your grandmother. They were smart, but
right.
There was that work to do, and what came first was the family, and food on the table and all.
Right.
But yeah. But
oh my gosh, your mother worked so hard. I know. My mom used to always say that, Marie.
And I
so
said,
hard.
I complained about my hands and yeah, she had arthritis so bad, and never complained. Once in a while, she would wake me up at night and say, "Daddy," and I said, "What?" She said, "Oh my, one of my knees is just," and she had pain pills, and I would give her, but she never. Oh,
yeah.
Me, I'm a complainer. Me, I'm a complainer. my dad had a bad accident one time. A derrick fell on him and broke his leg real bad. And it was, it was in the middle of harvest time and all. And the McEwen, the McEwen Road, the McEwen family, they just gathered up all their guys and they came over and took care of it. It was just, people doing that. And
That's when neighbors are really neighbors.
Right.
Yeah, we help each other.
And then one time the McEwens, I guess they put fresh hay in the barn without being cured, and it ignited. And they lost the barn. They lost their horses. They lost. Yeah, they lost everything. It was huge, a huge loss. And then they sort of were with Uncle Joe and all. It was just sort of like that people worked together and all.
Wow.
But anyway, the good old days in many ways. But
Yeah. So Uncle.
Happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When I get to heaven. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, but I think the people they were so happy. They worked so hard, but they were so happy. It was just like, and then my dad always told his friends when Joe went off to college and wanted to do this and that, and Jack, went to some. He says, I guess they didn't like to milk cows. I never had to milk a cow.
You never did?
I did, just to be fun.
Yeah.
But it wasn't one of my chores.
Did you guys just have a milk cow for the house?
At the end, we just had one. Yeah. Just
Okay.
one cow.
Okay.
But yeah, at the beginning, it was, it was dairy.
Oh.
Yeah, it was dairy. Oh.
Was that your dad bringing the dairy, or was that Joe?
Yeah, and Uncle Joe. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they, because the big horse, the Percher, I think they were all Percher and bred horses. Big work horses. But they were top priority. I mean, Uncle Joe, I heard my mother say, Uncle Joe would not come in the house and get a cup of coffee or anything until those horses were taken care of. The barn was full of them.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then.
Who cares about the clouds if we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Who cares about the clouds if we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Who cares about the clouds if we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again.